birthdays. You know, I got through the holidays this year. Now, we hosted Christmas. We made it very healthy. We made the H3 cordon bleu over a quinoa with peppers that was really good and served it with sweet potatoes. Everybody thought, wow, this is a great Christmas dinner. And yeah, it is, isn't it? And you're not going to fall asleep sitting on the couch in 10 minutes. Part 2, goals. Smart goals. Adam talks about them, Bob talks about them. Live this. You have to have goals. It's been one of the biggest factors of my success. When I left here, I remember I was in Adam's goal-setting class in this room, and I had 3 goals that day. I wrote down on a piece of paper. I wanted to ride roller coasters with my kids again. I couldn't fit in a roller coaster seat. Well, Disney, because they accommodate a lot of them. Not the older rides, but the newer ones do. But it was still uncomfortable. My kids love that. And I was, okay, I'll wait here for you guys. That gets old. I wanted to run Devin's Dash 5K in October of last year. And I want to do that without walking. And as a business traveler, I keep this little gem with me. It's a constant reminder of where I came from. This is my seatbelt extender. I stole it off of a Delta plane because I didn't want to ask for it anymore. There's nothing worse than saying, seatbelt extender. You feel bad. You know, there's a lot of stigma that goes with getting on an airplane when you're a big guy or a big gal. There's a lot of stigma with that, a lot of stress. Walking into a gate area, I talked to Jeff about this. I said, there's nothing worse than walking into a gate area and seeing every eye go to you. It hurts you because you know everyone's looking at you going, oh my God, I hope this guy's not sitting by me. It hurts, you know. Insert. Always want to do it. Those were the 3 goals I had. They were attainable. They were measurable. Do you see anything about pounds? Do you see anything about numbers? Something that Adam said. Don't make it about a size. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to see your goals be about, I'm going to lose 80 pounds. Make it about something that is a behavior. There we go. And the H3 at home coaching. We set different goals there about how we were going to do it. We were going to plan my meals. We were going to plan my travel. We worked on stuff. And one of the things Jeff said, you recalled the other night, I gave specific goals about being active with my kids. No longer a sideline dad. I want to do stuff with my kids. I want to ride bike. I just did a 7K race on St. Patrick's Day. My daughter ran every stride with me. In fact, I could have beat her, I think, because she didn't train much. But she said afterwards, she goes, Dad, I've always wanted to do that with you. That's rewarding. That's no longer being a sideline dad. So like I said, avoid those numbers-based goals. This is just something I live by. Focus on activities and behaviors and share your goals with others. If you tell people what your goals are, they might just hold you to them. They're going to ask you, how you doing? How you doing that goal? You know, how'd the 5K go? Minimally a race-like goal. So I have some new ones out there. Incrementing my race distance to 10K. It's a big jump because the 5 to 7K hurt a little bit. 10K is another almost 2 miles, I guess. I want to do a duathlon. I got really into biking. Downhill skiing. As of this year, I still couldn't get ski boots around my legs. I want to go downhill skiing. Something I used to do and love. And I have kind of an obsession with getting my 5K by Devin's Dash this year under 30 minutes. These are measurable, attainable goals that I can get to. And if you aren't thinking about Devin's Dash, a little plug here for the Dash. It's a good time. I came last year, flew down for it, and it's kind of a reunion. There's a lot of alum that come through. There's a lot of great people from the island. Devin, for those of you that don't know, was a gentleman that worked here. He was a massage therapist. He passed away from cancer in 2010. I never got to meet the guy, but talking with people like Keela and Adam and Jeff and Bob and everybody, he was a gem. And therefore they have a memorial race for him here every year. Right here in Shipyard, nice flat course, no hills. Come on in and run and walk it. Join the gang. It's a good time. Part 3, getting involved. You have to get involved to stay active. You have to find new things to get entangled with. This is something we have in New Richmond where I live. They were just starting it when I got back last year, so I volunteered to be a part of it. And we call it the New Richmond Vitality Initiative. And our county, because of this and a neighboring one, St. Croix County, Wisconsin, which is the fastest growing county in Wisconsin, just jumped from number 3 to number 1 healthiest county in Wisconsin, which is really cool. Those are our tenets: be active, eat wisely, develop a positive purpose, get connected, learn and grow. They've, besides the races and the different stuff we do for that, some winter activities, I found out about CSAs through them, a Community Sustainable Agriculture. They're all over the place, and they're a great thing. It's a community-run garden. You can either work them or just buy from them. And if you pay a little bit, but we get a box of vegetables, seasonal, from May through late September, early October. You get a box every week full of whatever's in season. Better than the grocery store because it came right out of the dirt of your backyard. There's probably one close to your house no matter where you live. So they introduced me to that, so that's something we jumped on at home. Corporate wellness programs. If you work for a big company, there's a good chance they have a corporate wellness program. My company didn't, so I helped them start one. Let's get something going. Now it's slow rolling. They're a little skeptical on the time commitment and everything, but you can do it grassroots. You'll find that there are people in every department of your company that want to have a hand in this. We designated captains in every building, in every office, or by floor. It doesn't even need to be an official program. Start walking groups. Get your coworkers on thermal walks with you. Don't let the reflector tree stay here. Find a reflector tree back home. Something my wife did that's really cool. Everyone's saying, it's too expensive to eat healthy. We've all cried that battle cry. It's just too expensive. Mac and cheese is so much cheaper. So my wife started doing these not every week because you get tired of the same thing, but with a protein, with everything. Her group of coworkers, they do team salad bars, and they each take a week. So you only have to do it once every 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, depending on how many people. But bring in all the fixings, all the toppings, a protein like a chicken breast that you can grill up on Sunday. And the average cost for a week of food for a team is about $7 for a smorgasbord salad bar. If she does metabos with it, so she'll package up PB2 and different things for people and little applesauce cups, just like you see over here, it's about $11. Tell me that's too expensive. You can't afford not to at $11 a week. And then the other piece there, the team members trade off on being the one, so you get a spread of weeks where you don't have to do anything. You just show up and your lunch is there waiting for you at work with your team members because it's not your week. Kind of a neat way to get other people involved. We have one lady that works with my wife. She is very severely diabetic. And her numbers are better now than they've been in, she said, 15 years, just by making a few small changes like this. It's really neat to see, passing it forward. And surrounding yourself with positive people. There are people that are naysayers. We all know who they are. You have to find the positivity to keep this thing rolling. Be informed. Keep your H3 notes. Don't throw them away. I keep them handy. I read through them. All my scribbles. They tease me at work because I'm not a note taker. I have about this much paper in my calendar every day, and I write down 2 or 3 things, and I remember the rest. I took more notes here in a month than I've taken the last 12 years at my job. It's good information. Reread them. The Nutrition Action Health newsletter. Bob quotes that a lot. I subscribe to it. Now it's small. It's a quick read. But every time that comes in the mail and I read it, I think of Bob. I think of what Bob's telling you here. The good stuff. And, find blogs, but use your right radar. Not everything is good information. The wellness, and we all know that we're bombarded with propaganda and junk. Everything's a miracle, right? Everything's going to be the next silver bullet you're going to lose weight and eat pizza. It's a huge industry, so be smart about what you filter through when you get that informed piece. Oh, Jeff said, I thought he'd never get to fitness. That other 20%. These were in no particular order. Try new things, but do what you enjoy. I liked cardio boxing here. I found some different boxing gyms when I worked down in Florida. I've tried stuff like that. Doing different places, CrossFit, I've tried that, I enjoy that. Do different things. Don't ever be intimidated. A lot of people talk about their time here at Hilton Head Health, and they say, I was afraid to do classes at home. They're so intimidated to get into a classroom with other people and maybe be deficient or not be able to do what they do. I didn't finish my first cardio boxing class with Carla. I stood there, but I had to catch my breath a few times. But keep trying, and you'll find that even outside of here, in other gyms, There's people just like you in there. Go and do it. Don't worry about other people. Sign up for events and races. Get groups involved from work. Your family. It was so great doing the 7K with my family. Find fun events. Every town has a turkey trot, a monster dash, a shamrock shuffle, a sweetheart something. And you might say, get the swag. How many of these you guys have? Huh? You'd think I was a champion. I'm a finisher in the Get Lucky 7K. This is as good as it gets right here. I'm collecting these in my queue. They go with my bib number. I hang this there. And I might add little hoodie, which is needed down here today. Got a nice Get Lucky. So find the races. Get the swag. Wear it around town. Show people, hey, I did that 7K. I say, I did that too. You find a whole group of people you didn't even know. It's really cool. Races are fun. Uh-oh. Here we go again, Jeff. There we go. Set fitness-related goals. You saw my goals about incrementing my distance, incrementing my times. And get gadgets. They have Fitbits right here in the store. My Garmin GPS watch. I'm a data geek. I love getting back from a bike ride or a run. And the first thing I do is upload that to the web and start looking at my route and comparing the route that I did the last time on that bike ride to see if I got faster or slower, what happened. I'm a geek that way, I admit it, but it's fun to have gadgets to help you keep motivated. And use fitness websites for challenges. I use Fleetly.com. I might move because their servers have been a little bit dicey lately, but they had one this spring from January 1st through March 31st to run 100 miles. And you log your miles. And I made it just barely, like on March 31st, I got my last run in for 100 miles. But it gives you something to shoot for. So now someone said, I want to hear about the challenges. Sometimes the people around you can be a challenge. For me, it's controlling enthusiasm. I'm a little bit excited about all this. People constantly, how you doing on your diet? You look great. I'm not on a diet. I changed my life. Don't like the word diet because I tried every diet there was. I'm not on a diet. They don't work. And how do you pitch that back to them without sounding like a jerk? You know, I'm not on a diet. Well, how come you're losing weight then? All right. But I'm not, because this is how I live. Someday it's going to stop, and I'm going to live like that. Bob likes to say, habits are caught, not taught. I want to reach out and help people. I've had coworkers ask me for help. That's the difference. I have one coworker in an office that every week it's a new thing. Oh, dude, I'm doing this cucumber and apple juice cleanse. This week it's low carb. Next week it's something else. And by Thursday he's saying, yeah, I lost 8 pounds this week. And I would say, and then what? What are you going to do next week? And I'd see him on Facebook at Carrabba's with a plate of pasta this big. There went the 8 pounds. Right? But it's hard to pull back. It's hard to pull back and not just say, you're not getting it. Because I was there too. I wasn't getting it. I tried everything under the sun. This is what works. So you're probably thinking, this whole presentation, I'm on slide 32 of 35. You said, this guy is perfect. It's no wonder his wife loves him so much. He's perfect. He's had no challenges, no slips, nothing like that at all. I have. I've struggled. Lately, I've struggled. My weight loss has tapered lately. When I was here for Devin's Dash in October, I think I was down 108 pounds, down 137 pounds. So it's really slowed the last 4 or 5 months. So I have to ask myself, why? Well, I stopped tracking my food, my calorie intake. My RMR has changed quite a bit. With weight loss, I got a year older. There's different factors involved. Maybe for lunch, I can't get away with a foot-long turkey sub. Maybe I have to go to the 6-inch turkey sub. You have to keep making adjustments. And the other thing is I focus too much on running and cycling. I'm obsessed with it. It's not a bad obsession to have, but Jeff writes a blog called Less Mileage, More CrossFit. He runs incredible times in races, and he rarely runs long runs because he trains through strength training. I'm apparently deaf to that. I'm not listening to that. I need to change that. These are challenges I have. Very limited resistance training. I need to amp that up. You got to keep it well-rounded. And I've had weeks with too much better and not enough best. I don't go to unwise. I've been really good about that. But, sometimes it's easy to have a few glasses of wine at dinner with the gang now. I was very much more disciplined at the beginning. And I think it's because you get a sense of complacency when you've had good success. I feel better right now than in any time that I can remember. I can do things I couldn't do. I'm shot out of a cannon. I need so little sleep. You get to the point where, man, I feel great.